Previously on Across the Dark Water.
I will tell you how I will win back France.
There are many who want to take him on.
Who?
There are many with discontents against him. Those who do not believe we should proceed in this war, who call Henry usurper, who say the throne was stolen from me.
Who speaks in this way?
Men who have seen my qualities.
Dear March, Edmund, tell me who comes to you.
Would you join in rebellion against him?
What do you speak of?
Will we not rise?
You talk treason.
It's all right.
Do not
It's
talk
all
treason to me.
right, brother. March has told me everything.
The king has spies everywhere. You understand the danger you're in.
In danger, we are alive. And I wish to be alive.
If you wish to enlist me, I must know your scheme. I do not know if this is real.
Oh, it is real.
You treat me as a friend, so I must advise you as one. You must finish with this deceit, or it will finish you. If I hear anything more of
I
this
am just
scheme,
relieved that
if I hear anything more, I swear to you, I will go to the king.
Whatever it is, Scrope, I don't have much time.
Sire.
I have much to attend to.
Indeed, your highness.
Do you come with complaint?
No.
I'm sick of it. Every man from duke to yeoman trying me with their wines and petty concerns. Do they not understand our situation? This is no time for men to look to their own state, but instead to think of the kingdom, when we are so behind in our present venture.
I do not come with complaint, Majesty.
I am glad of it.
Sire, in recent weeks, turning my thoughts to France, I have had occasion to contemplate my mortality, and I begin to write my will. Many years ago, when we campaigned in Wales, I promised to bequeath you a book. Do you remember?
It was a long time ago.
A book of mystical wisdom, Majesty, that has much helped me in my thoughts about God and loving God. As I say, I did promise to bequeath this book to you, alongside such other things as I may humbly offer you. But now, in these times of uncertainty, I have come to think that these words might be of some comfort to you now. I humbly offer it to you, and hope it may be of some value.
You have perhaps heard I have made my will.
I had not.
I'm afraid you are not named in it.
I had no expectation.
At this stage, we must be careful with our bequests.
Of course.
When by God's grace our venture succeeds, no doubt I will have occasion to be more generous. But I know that you are one of those who does not scuttle after jewels. I know a man like you will leave this distasteful business to others.
This was not my occasion for visiting you, Highness.
Then why have you come?
My king, there was a time when I was the first you would call upon. There was a time when I would share your bed, advise you till the morning light came. Late you have not asked for me.
I know you are much employed with your contacts from Paris.
Yet I could be of such service to you.
Scrope, only last month I made you a trustee of my estate.
I was most grateful.
I have many men who offer counsel.
Have I offended you in any way, your highness?
No.
I know at the council last February I was equivocal about a venture to France.
Scrope.
I expressed an opinion about the virtue of peace, and now I readily accept that I was wrong.
Scrope,
I
enough.
was wrong, highness. I am fully in support of the enterprise. I have mustered troops. I have made loans to the crown. I am behind you.
You would know. if you had offended me. Is that all?
Sire, I could be of such use to you.
How?
I promised I would make representation.
I see.
March and Cambridge. Your Highness, I do not think you should be so harsh on them. They feel bruised.
I cannot trust them.
Give March some ease in his repayments.
Scrope, I have mortgaged everything for this venture.
I understand.
Now is not the time to forget what is owed me.
Of course.
And have I been harsh to Cambridge too?
Bring him into your light.
I think he would shrink from it.
I do not think so. Your Majesty, they only want your love.
My love. I am to war, Scrope. This is no time for love. Come now, Scrope. Do you campaign for them at the expense of my patience?
No.
Thank you for the book. But I cannot so easily pawn a book as I can sell gold. Bring me gold, and I shall be happier. I must meet with my advisors at the Privy Council. There is treachery afoot. I have heard news that the prisoner Murdoch, the Earl of Fife, has been stolen from us.
Murdoch?
On his way north.
He is quite a prize.
There is treachery. I am sure of it. But we will find it and rip it out, will we not? I think the same of you as I ever did. But what do you want? You are not one of the Beauforts. You are what you are in the order of things. Valuable to me or not?
Tis a glorious day outside. Have you seen the King's power? Clarence is mustered on St. Catherine's Hill, Duke of Gloucester at Romsey, Huntingdon on Swanwick Heath. Today is a day when we must be resolute for the King. Today we resolve to go over the sea with him.
I'm glad to hear it.
For death and glory. For King Harry! This morning I talked to my men about courage. Talked to stay the course. It'll be hard. Comes a moment in the siege when it feels almost impossible to stay the course. And every part of you wants to give up, to let go. Then you realise why you're doing it. For the righting of wrongs. For the restitution of rights. So the enemy knows until the end of time that justice has been done.
King will do nothing for you. I'm sorry.
I had no expectations. The King has too much to think about and to assuage petty grievances.
I tried. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
Are you well, brother? A servant boy told me. Must be hard his soul to see the King today.
Indeed, he was severe. I am sorry.
Do not think of it. 'Tis over now in any case.
It is over.
'Tis over. March down with me this day.
You saw him today.
We dined.
You swore you would go no further.
We went no further.
But meeting him.
We did but talk of hunting. Do not worry, brother. Do not concern yourself. It's over. It never happened. We did but hunt. That is all, as friends, brothers. That is all.
The King has said that Murdoch has been kidnapped.
I do not know of it.
He talks of rumblings in the north.
Oh, we did but hunt yesterday. Hey, come. Be at peace. We're all resolved. We'll do as you wish, Scrub of Massam.
You have come.
Yes.
For what purpose? We do but eat and drink and talk a jousting.
You have nothing to fear now, uncle. It is all safe. Nothing will happen, we told you.
We'll listen carefully to you.
We were foolish, and we have thrown in with the king.
Perhaps his cause will be the making of us.
If I serve well in France, he will love me,
Of course he will love you.
and he shall make you chancellor.
You swear that you have quit
Be
this.
calm, Scrub of Massam.
Be calm, great heart. Listen to that heart beating so fast.
You tease me.
Not tease you anymore. I'll no more tease you with brother.
Or uncle. From now on, you need do nothing for us.
And if you're questioned, you've done nothing. We've done nothing.
You've not been here.
And we'll see you in France.
We will see you on the other side.
Fret no longer. We'll see you on the fields of Normandy. Or wherever it is we go. It is a just war, is it not?
Yes.
The king has a rightful claim to the territories of France. The cause is just.
It deserves a spilling of our blood.
It doesn't matter that France is French and not English, because the French are little more than infidels. We've nothing in common with them. You're an ambassador, were you not? You're not spurring our terms and humiliate us by sending us a chest of tennis balls.
Ah, there were never tennis balls.
No tennis balls.
There were no tennis balls. That was an invention of Beaufort's.
But surely the French are arrogant swine. Though I hear you have good relations with the Armagnacs.
So is it not better to crush them and slaughter them? For our terms were wise and generous, not at all unfair or provocative, as Lord Scrub of Massam argued on February at the Council of War, after which he was excluded from the King's Council.
And is the king not a good and wise man? Divine even, and fair and constant in his love. Does he not reward those that are most deserving? Does he not create a sense of stability and security as he is kind to some and cruel to others? Scrope.
So why would you not wish to join this most timely invasion? Commencing as it is only a few weeks before the end of the campaigning season, with little chance of success, yet financed as it is by enforced loans that have brought many in this country to their knees. Or would we not dream? Just allow ourselves just for a moment to harmlessly dream that we might have another destiny in which the king's journey is broken. Why don't you try? Just dream for a moment.
Tell me your plans.
If I were to do it,
If you were to do it.
I will tell you.
Wait.
It is just dreaming, Edmund.
What would you do with March in Wales?
Proclaim him.
Where?
Hereford. The Welsh and Marcher lords would rise.
Are you certain of your strength?
Many friends when I was stationed there.
And Glendower?
He is weakened, but will help.
Would help.
Who else?
Oldcastle?
Oldcastle overestimates his power.
We would not depend on him. And Henry's Welsh garrison is not strong.
You know its strength?
100 men-at-arms, 100 archers.
It is nothing.
Indeed. They have left it exposed. Not in the north.
In the north, we would fight hard.
From Scotland, Percy sweeps south.
You have Percy.
We would exchange him.
Murdoch.
That'd be the scheme.
That was you.
I don't know what you mean.
What about Amfreville's garrison?
Umfreville would turn to us.
How do you know?
I would make an indenture with him.
No. Amfreville is fickle.
When he sees our number, he swings our way.
There's all conjecture, of course.
And in Southampton.
What would we do in Southampton?
We will not talk of Southampton.
He doesn't like to hear it.
What would you do in Southampton? What are your intentions for the king?
What are your feelings for the king, brother? What is in your heart?
I love the king.
And yet you have come here again.
I wish the king no harm.
But you feel it's not a mistake.
What I feel.
Your anger towards him.
No, I have no anger.
There's no cause for shame in it.
I have no anger.
The fury you feel, and what grows inside you.
What are your intentions for the king?
The king's ships are docked in the harbour. We know the order of embarkation. The Holy Ghost has become pregnant with squadrons. The sun is shining. The king waves to the ranks of soldiers on the shore.
And other ships too, filling up. With a great cheer the anchors rise and the sails fill with English air.
But as they push off, the king will turn. He'll turn to see 1,000 flaming arrows. A huge, fiery flock of flaming arrows, as if from hell or heaven, descend upon them. And there will be such a conflagration, and the oil spilled on the water will light up the sea. And the Holy Ghost, the Messiah, on its boards, disappears in the screams and the agony.
And in fear they will know that he was a false king. And his promises were false promises, and his cause was not just.
And he shall scream, but the sea shall be no relief. As like every other man, he shall plunge into boiling water.
I am not part of this.
You've always been part of this!
No.
And you know it!
I will put an end to it.
You wanted to hear more.
Only to discover all.
So you know everything now?
Yes.
Was that your intention? To discover everything like 1399 and then reveal it to the king? Was that your intention? You will go to the king?
The king summons me for tomorrow.
Scrope,
I've
please.
let this go on long enough already.
Please,
I
brother.
warned you, March.
You will not.
No. He'll not betray us.
How do you know?
Because there is rebellion in his blood.
It is not so.
Because he thinks about a world that is better than this one.
Indeed.
He'll not betray us. Because we love him.